So I have an atheist coworker who always makes a slick remark whenever we're in the lunchroom together, and when I pause to pray before I eat, he always says something like, "Why don't you thank the chef?" or "Why don't you thank the farmer? Why don't you thank yourself for preparing the food?" He just always says it in slick. He's very open about his atheism. And I don't really make a comment. I'll just be like, "Listen, let me do me, you do you." Whatever. So anyway, today is Monday. He was like, "You'll be very happy for what happened to me over the weekend." I'm like, "What happened?" He's like, "I found Jesus." I'm like, "What, for real?" And he was like, "Yeah, you want to see?" I'm like, "How?" Then he gave me this. He said he found this on the side of the road. It says, "Jesus loves you."
Got jokes.
Oh,
He got jokes.
so what do you think about this clip? Have you ever confronted anyone like this in the workplace, or this joke went too far?
Nah, normally in a workplace or something like that, they grow to hate you, especially if you're trying to is all you talk about or with your beliefs and you stand strong on it. My experience is they grow to hate you.
Okay.
But if you're having a relationship with somebody, is it's just that's light and darkness. I don't. The teachings of the Bible. What does light have to do with darkness? You can only go so far, or you can make it. I don't know. There's people, unbelievers and a believer together might make it. I don't know.
Yeah, I seen that. I seen that.
Yeah,
Um,
love is powerful. But I guess when you come down to decisions and beliefs and stuff like that, I don't know how that goes.
yeah, I like what you said. As you said that, it reminded me. It was this dude. He was in a biker gang.
Mm-hmm.
Dude was smart as hell though, but he was in a biker gang. And, he said, I was talking to him. We were just talking. He's like, "I don't believe in religion, but I love my wife, so I'll
Yeah.
go to church with her." He said, "If she want to pray, I let her pray.
Mm-hmm.
She believes in it. I go where she want to go. I be there, but I don't believe in it." And he said, "I go to church with her every Sunday. I
Yeah.
sit right behind. I sit right there next to the side of her, and I'm like, I thought about that. Yo, that's
Mm-hmm.
got to be some kind of love. You know what I'm saying?
That's some
Because
love, yeah. Some love.
and I was like, hopefully one day, in my mind, I didn't say it out loud, but
Mm-hmm.
I respected it. I
Yeah.
respected him even more. But I was like, yo, to do something that you don't believe every Sunday, you know what I'm saying? I said,
That's
hopefully
love.
one day in my mind, hopefully one Sunday you might get a thing. But
Yeah. Yeah.
I
You
thought it
might
was
catch a
good
word.
though.
But that's a lot. That's a lot of prayer on maybe on her behalf that she that he's out of the love that she shows him, and he reciprocate that.
Yep.
That her prayer is that he catch it one day, and especially if you're married. You believe in those vows that to death do you part. If she already married him and she believed death to death do y'all part, that's what the Bible teaches. It says keep praying. You never know when if they might transition over.
Yeah, but he had dedication, man. He been married
Yeah,
for like 30, 40 years. You know what I'm
yeah,
saying?
yeah.
So
It's got to be
Love
doing
it.
something for them then.
Yeah, yeah.
Even
yeah,
though he doesn't believe, but he doesn't have to for the prayer for God to still work
Yeah, it worked.
mysteriously
Yeah,
in their relationship.
and her lifestyle.
Hmm.
yeah. Like he said I was just talking to him, it was a white guy, you know what I'm saying? It was cool, his
Hmm.
conversation. Smart as hell, smart. I'm talking about smart. But when he told me that story, I was like, whoa. I had to sit and think about it, like, wow, to be married to someone for like 40 years and being a non-believer, but still go to church with her, hang out with her, so you can make sure that she pray, make sure that she, you know what I'm saying? He said she let him do what he got to do too, but you know what I'm saying? I think that was good though. You know what I'm saying? Any thoughts on this one, Brandon? The
Yeah,
video.
regarding the video, in all honesty, I like to see banter like that. I like to see the clash in relationships like that. Like, I know somebody in the comments said, if you see somebody with a different view, you're bound to hate them. I don't think that's true because you got these circumstances where either A, this man actually found it on the side of the road, which could have been a sign from God, and he not taking it, but whatever, God showed ways, different ways. Or, he went out, he bought it just to be funny, but it opens everything up to dialogue. Like, it could lead to a conversation. Hey, why don't you believe in God? What happened in your life that you don't believe in it? Or it could be the other way around. Why do you believe in God? It opens up conversation. but you can still respect everybody's view, whether he believes or not, whether she believes or not. We can all coexist.
I respect that. I respect that. P, thoughts on this one?
What was this clip again?
This one was the lady, the guy was an atheist, and
Now, what I was gonna say on that is, why does she have to go out her way to say something like that? Because I'm sure she didn't like going to some ritual about praying over her lunch. I'm sure she's just sitting there quiet and just like she find it. Was it a girl or a man?
A girl.
But they find out, they go out of their way just to irritate them. And I'm not sure if they're atheists. They just seem like haters, but it's sad. I mean, no one's ever come to me at work or something like that. I mean, I've never seen it.
You haven't seen what?
Personally, because he asked about, have that ever happened to us, where somebody like willfully just, it's kind of like they want to ruin your day.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because she's peacefully, because in America, you do have the right to, for religion.
Yeah, I had a conversation with 12 one day, and he gave me a different perspective. I was telling him about my job and whatever I was going through. And he told me, what did he say? He said that I became a liability once I threw how I felt out there to the company. And I was like, but I felt like they were really discriminating because of the positive energy that I brought to the table. Like, I didn't speak like everybody. I don't do the gestures. I don't play. I don't do none of that. I'm not going out to drinks after work with nobody. I'm coming there, I do what I do. I bring a positive energy. If you listening to your music, I'm listening to my music. And it got under everybody's skin. Well, most people, not everybody. But and then once I put what when I got tired of, somebody always nitpicking at me for certain things that everybody do, and then the boss backs that person, I just felt out of place.
yeah.
And so I'm the type of person, you keep nitpicking at me, I can only take so much before I let you know what time it is or how I really feel. And then by the time I say something, it's too late, and I'm gonna go overboard with it. It's way too late. When I speak up, it's way too late. And and I let you dig yourself a hole if you want.
Yeah. So what I wanted to add to that was, I had a situation where I don't eat too much stuff. It becomes an issue with people in that same instance where, like, if you don't participate or you don't do all the activities, people are always going to find a problem with it.
Oh yeah.
If you're not in the in crowd and you don't follow the same pattern as everyone else, I seen a video. Oh man, I should have pulled that clip up. I seen a video where a lady was complaining that, this person, I try my hardest to bring donuts. I was like, donuts, pizza, all of that stuff. I don't eat all that stuff. So it's like, no matter what you do, yeah. So she was complaining that the person didn't partake and the person was being defiant. So that's how people see you. Mm-hmm. If you're not part of the work culture, people see you as not part of, so they you become a hindrance to them. You know what I'm saying? So they start picking on you, and they start to point out every little thing they nitpick to kind of push you out.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I see that sometimes. There's always a few people that don't participate.
Yeah.
There's always one or two, no matter where you go. That's you, Brandon?
Yeah.
Brandon.
You're the one that ain't trying, you don't want no pizza?
I ain't gonna lie. That really is me. I hate to say it. I'm there to collect a check. I'm not there to talk to y'all. I'm not there to share my opinion. Y'all want to talk about this, y'all want to talk about that. I'm not interested. I'm here to do my job. And I can't see how that can hold you back when you're not participating, when you're not at least trying to be a part of the team. But it's give and take. I have had times where I've taken the L just to be like, you know what? Let me converse with these people. You never know how it's going to push you forward or hold you back. But at the same time, you get a little bit, but that's about it. I go back to being in my corner doing my job. I'm not here for you. I'm here for the money.
True. I agree with that. I don't think when you go to work, the people are your friends. They're not your friends. They're not they're not your, they ain't nothing. It's just a business deal. We go and we talk, we leave, we out. I'm not looking for no friendship or nothing like that. So I play the game. I play the game with you all the way, but I'm not doing all of that. I think some people try to make it more than what it is in that workplace, where they try to make it like a buddy. Nah, because as you get fired, none of those people are calling you.
I mean, sometimes.
Well, the ones all right. So there's 1 and 2 that you might build a friendship
Yeah,
with.
so some people do.
Yeah, you build a friendship with 1 and 2, but I'm not answering to nobody at work because the day you're not helping with my bills, you're not paying none of my notes, none of that stuff. So hi and bye.
I think that was one of the biggest. Am I muted? Can y'all hear me?
No, you good.
That was one of the biggest lessons I've learned. I don't think there's anything wrong with trying to engage in, team building activities. In time they treated the department to bowling and that was cool. But you do have to establish that boundary, especially when you're in like a supervisory role. And if you don't know how to properly execute that role, it can land you in trouble. People think they're your friends. They tug at your heartstrings, make you feel bad when you need to make a certain decision, and shouldn't have to be like that at all.
I agree. Yeah, it's hard in those roles. In closing, in this one, man, I think this situation just people gonna always talk regardless of the fact. As long as there's a opposition, politics, religion. What's the next one? Politics, religion. There's one more that get people stirred up. So in Toastmasters, they teach you that there's, I think, about 3 subject matter that you shouldn't talk about in certain places because it always starts up drama. I can't remember what's the third one.
I ain't gonna lie, Toastmasters. I can't think of the third one either.
Yeah, I know it's 3. It's 3. I can't remember what's the third one.
I'm about to go.
Got me on that one.
Yeah, probably it's 2, but I thought it was 3.
Let me see if I could find it.
Well, we pull it back. Let me roll into the next clip while we do that.